And we switch over to the podcast. Oh, shoot. Hi. I have nothing nice to say here because I am not a nice person today. I have been told. But myself, pretty much.
Tell yourself you're not nice.
Don't listen to them voices, Judy.
It helps. I'm just saying.
It can do, but no, I'm just saying you're a bad person.
Anyway. Anyway. Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast. It is episode 142, and it is Wednesday, the 3rd of May. As always, you have me, GD, you have Tattastic, you have IRN RYN, and we have Paul. How is everybody this week? And we have a cat that looks like Darth Vader. Who else has a cat that looks like Darth Vader? Nobody.
So we have a cat that looks like Darth Vader?
We have a cat that looks like
Vader that looks like a cat.
Wow, how's that one?
Well, no, we've got to say it's a cat that looks like Darth Vader for legal reasons. Because there is someone who has Darth Vader that looks like a cat.
Looks like Darth
Yeah,
Vader.
we have the opposite. Fair enough. Yeah. Don't argue about it. It's just fact.
What for discussion?
But, yes, the discussion there is simple enough. We have Darth Vader that looks like a cat. As everything is there, we go. Everything's moving again. There we go. So, as always, we start the podcast off by talking about what games we've been playing this week, of course. So, who wants to start us off with what games?
I do!
You want to start us off? Okay, Ryan, what games have you been
playing? Pokemon Go!
Oh no.
How? Why? Has it finally come to Windows phones?
No! I found the rest of the world.
He's joined the rest of the phone world. He's actually going to have an iPhone again.
One minute, I've just got to say something. Paul, can you just move to this way a bit? Tattastic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like this way?
No, the other way. The other way.
Move further away from
Because
the
you
microphone.
basically got the Crave the Game podcast logo covering your eyes.
Oh, ouch.
Covering my eyes?
Yeah,
That must
just
hurt.
like that. Just like that. It's got like an eye patch as well.
Right.
Is this any better?
Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better.
Right, you're going to get a rumble because I'm going to move them. There we go.
Rumble.
That should work now.
Yes, that's a lot better. Anyway, yes, you've been playing Pokemon Go finally. So, yes, and the reason why you've been playing Pokemon Go, Ryan, why have you been playing Pokemon Go? Just say it.
I got the new phone.
You got a new phone, finally. So, this is a stupid question to ask, but what's made you buy yourself a new phone?
Where do I start?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just like to cut it short because I had a Windows phone.
Simple enough. Well, welcome.
It didn't work. It didn't connect to the rest of life.
It was a lot more.
Internet was a dial-up.
It didn't even connect to the Xbox app.
No, it
No,
didn't.
it didn't. No, yeah, it didn't.
The best way
I had
of
an Xbox up on there for the Xbox original.
That's the best. Well, I like to point out at the moment my phone can't connect to the Xbox. So.
Hey, you actually can't, can you?
No,
Oh,
people don't know. The actual if people have got iPhones or Androids, they have an app out for the Xbox, which is sort of like the smart glass, which they introduced for the 360. God knows how many years ago. And at the moment, and I like to point out that Microsoft do know about this issue. They are looking into this issue. But I can't vouch for Android and other older models of iPhone at the moment. But the iPhone 7 itself, for some weird reason, cannot use the Xbox app. So you can download the app. The only problem is, as you load it up, it crashes straight away.
Oh, that's so painful.
Yeah.
Sounds so enthusiastic about that.
I don't mind because my iPad still connects to it perfectly fine. But it is quite annoying in the end where you do want to find out if you've got any messages and stuff like that.
When you've got an app that you're supposed to work, and it doesn't work.
Exactly.
Like when you've got a phone that's made by the same company who make the app, and it doesn't work. It's that kind of annoying, is it, GD? Is it that kind of annoying?
It'd be all right, but if you actually go into the support page for Microsoft, they don't have a phone section now.
Oh dear.
They basically completely forgot about your phone, mate. I'm saying that
They don't
now.
have contact numbers, I don't think. Everything's done digitally.
Oh jeez, that's not good.
But yeah, you've moved over to iPhone, haven't you now? Which
Back
is
over to iPhone, yeah.
yeah. So welcome back. This is what this is what people with iPhones pretty much explain to you. Don't go somewhere else because they are not that good. This is better.
No, like I said, I never chose to go away from my phone. Gravity did that.
Gravity, yeah. The thing is, this is the thing. There's an app for that now.
Oh, well, it wasn't at the time.
Yeah.
But as well as Pokemon Go, I've been playing Mario Run.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Well, you have to pay because you can't go on any other world.
No, you're
now.
just shit. I don't.
Are you sure? No, I think you do have to pay. I did Bowser's Castle, and you have to pay to go to the rest of the world.
Yeah, well, you do.
Well, this is the thing. You gotta go with Nintendo compared to all the apps that are out there. Most apps are microtransactions, aren't they?
Yeah.
And with Mario Run, Pokemon Go is a good example of that. You can buy more Pokeballs, you can buy items and stuff like that to make things easier for you. You can buy more storage. That is basically their microtransaction. Everything else is pretty much go ahead, but that isn't actually a Nintendo-made product. That is made by Niantic, which I give the dues. They are doing a lot better. It's coming up to about a year now with Pokemon Go. And they are actually starting to get things done properly. They've added Gen 2 now into it. There's baby Pokemon in there. They've got Evolve items finally. Not Evolve stones, Evolve items.
Can you take your Pokemon out of the Pokeballs and mess around with them because I've seen people take screenshots of them in the bog and stuff like that.
But no, you can't do that. So when you go and catch a Pokemon, if you go into AR mode, you can actually do that kind of thing. So,
so you can only do it whilst you're capturing them.
Yeah. So while you're capturing them, there is actually a photo mode through that, which
What,
is
you capturing them?
yeah. So you still catch them because yeah, actually there is no point of catching them at the moment apart from filling your Pokedex out. That is pretty much it. They haven't even got a proper battling system yet. They are going to be including a new battling system soon, but not yet. But yeah, as I was saying, with Mario, there is no microtransactions in there. The only thing you do is you pay once to unlock the whole game, and then that is pretty much it.
Oh well, that's fair enough.
It's not too bad, and it's a good game
at the end of the
because
day.
I have been playing it.
I beat Just Go
You beat it again, have you?
again. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, because I mean, I've
Obviously,
checked.
it's that good. I've just done it twice without
I'm
realising.
gonna have to check. Hang on.
But
Well, other than that, we've also, me and you had to go co-op, didn't we, on Manuel Samuel?
Oh, that was funny. Oh my god.
oh, how did that go?
It went all right until we got to the last boss.
Freaking boss battle, the final boss battle.
Which we won't mention what the boss is, for the fact that we are going to be bringing it out onto the YouTube channel itself. We want to keep that a bit of a secret, but without spoilers, can you?
Without spoiling it, the boss battle could take up a whole episode.
Wow.
It really is.
Yeah.
So you had a ton of fun with that. So
Oh,
explain.
it
to,
was really good.
Yeah,
It
so
was really good.
by the way, explain to people who don't know, because we haven't mentioned Manuel Samuel on. We've mentioned it in text where you're trying to figure out what the hell the game was.
That's right. I bought it last podcast, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So explain to us a bit what is Manuel Samuel. Then,
Manuel Samuel.
in your own words.
In my own words, not anybody else's words.
No, Paul, don't talk for him.
Manuel Samuel is you take control of a guy who's just got bottled in the face by his girlfriend for being a rich bastard. And you have to take control of every single little part of him. So the left foot is the left trigger, the right foot is the right trigger. Yeah, I got my left and right,
Yeah.
right way around. You've also got to breathe whilst you're doing it. So you've got to inhale, and for one button's inhale.
Yeah, and the other one's exhale. So you've actually got to breathe in
Oh,
and out for this
so
guy.
it's not just like, you can't just run around like a Call of Duty game and go around shooting the crap out of people. You got to do all that whilst like drinking coffee and swallowing, and then later on you've got a bit of a fight.
Well,
So,
I seen when you tried to do it on your own. I think one of my favourite things from it was
driving the car.
Sorry,
That was a nightmare. Driving
the car. That
a
was you. It just turns out that Dev turned it into a manual for no reason
trying to
whatsoever.
drive the car, and I've got to concentrate on my breathing and my blinking as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really think about having a blink. But if I don't blink, I end up going blind.
Yeah, that's actually will happen. If you do not blink, you will go blind in seconds.
Well, I mean, I've never had to think about it before. But now you do.
And if you breathe in and don't breathe out, you
His
turn
eyes
blue.
got
You turn into a Smurf. That's how Smurfs are made.
I've never seen a Smurf blink, so all Smurfs blind.
Yeah.
Oh,
You wonder why Gargamel hasn't caught them by now, to be honest.
He seems even more rubbish if you can't catch him in a net when they're blind. Come in this net while you're blind. No.
In fact, actually, Smurfs in real life, they live in caves. They're known as bats.
It really isn't hard to catch a blind person, I'm sure.
Well,
Mr. Magoo's got away quite often.
Tattastic, by the time next week, go and test that out. Is it difficult to catch a blind person?
I actually walked past a blind school on the way to work. So maybe I'll try.
No, that's a bad place to try.
Sneak in and kidnap one.
We do not recommend this by the CTG, by Crave Your Game and CTG standards.
Yeah. Is that like a new Pokemon Go? Blind Go?
I don't think they're all kids though. I think it's just called a blind school. Cause
Oh, well, that makes it even better.
That's fine.
There's old women going there. Surely I can catch an old woman. It's
Please
not
stop.
too
Please stop.
You don't go from just blind kids anymore.
I caught a blind woman. Yeah.
bad. Take a selfie.
Fucking did you, Mark? What was that click?
They're going on my camera.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
He won't save you now.
I'm a goo.
So, anything else you've played this week apart from Manuel Samuel?
We finished taking the piss out of the blind now, haven't we?
Apparently not.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, that strayed a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't even know.
Other than that, no, I haven't been playing. I've watched you guys. I've watched a pair of you two stream Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
who wants to talk about Little Nightmares?
Tattastic, go for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only done the first two bits. That fat. No, I haven't. I started the third bit, and I with those fat people. And I didn't know what to do. I kept trying to sneak in and pick the wine bottle up so I didn't knock over.
We were watching you outside. I was screaming at the TV, and the man's like, "He can't hear you." It's like, "Oh, he can. He can hear me."
Yeah, but you were also telling me that he's actually near the end already.
Yeah, I don't think you're too far.
It's not actually that big of a game.
No, it's quite
No,
short.
it's only about 3-4 hours, isn't it?
But then again, you're thinking the game's around about 15 quid, so that is actually quite a decent length of a game. And
I got
what
the
I've
£30
seen-
edition. Look.
You got the £30. Oh.
Yeah, I got that too.
So
Yeah.
what is in the £30 edition? Unfortunately, I've not seen your unboxing at the moment.
Yeah, you get a figure of the little girl.
Yeah. Have we
A
got a name for
sticker.
this little girl, or is it
6.
6?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Someone was really creative with the names this week.
And you get a sheet of stickers, a free poster, the game. Take note EA, they're giving the game with the collector's edition.
Okay.
Comic strip
Just
and
going
and the soundtrack.
That's not bad.
Is there any DLC with it coming out at all?
I don't think so.
Don't think so,
I
no.
don't think most indie games don't usually do. Well, this is an indie game, isn't it? It's not made
Yeah, it's
by
indie.
any of the major.
It was made by the people who. Made by the people who did that Static I was on about last week for the VR.
Okay.
Made by the same company.
What's the name again?
Tarzia Studios.
Tarzia Studios. So I agree. It looks like a very beautiful game. If people haven't seen anything of it, it looks very. So if you've seen Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah, it's very Tim Burton-esque.
it's very Tim Burton-esque with clay animation type of design to it, and it's not really a scary game. It's more of a panicky type of game, I would say. Because a lot of people have been saying that Act 2 of it is a lot scary, is pretty much the pinnacle of how scary this game will be.
Yeah, that's a Fat Chef's. Well, like I realised when I was playing it last night that all the characters have masks made out of skin. It's not their normal face. They're all wearing like masks made out of skin.
That did not make it any better. I did not know that. Oh, wow.
It's very Leatherface-esque. It's like, oh, hello.
It was when one of the Fat Chefs bent down to try and grab me from under the table. I realised that it was like flopping down. I was like, it's actually a skin mask.
I thought it was just fat.
Was it? I?
Yeah, no, them chefs are horrible.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Wow.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that if people are going into a profession of chef, do not wear skin masks. It doesn't help. Just saying it now. This is from someone who's probably not in the profession. It might actually help. It might be more hygienic than anything else. Well,
Maybe Gordon Ramsay's wearing a mask. That's why it's so wrinkly.
Oh, I never thought about that. We'll need to ask Doc about this because he does a lot of cooking.
I'll tweet Gordon Ramsay and ask him.
Yeah, do you guys wear?
Are you wearing a skin mask? Is that why you're so wrinkly?
So this has gotten a weird podcast so far, hasn't it? Well, so far we've talked about blind Smurfs kidnapping old blind people and skin masks.
It'll be the last podcast.
So still doesn't top episode 140. I'm just saying that now.
Uncle Bubsy.
God. So what else have you been playing, Tattastic, yourself?
That's it this week.
Just that.
Because I've been busy doing my video, my 6 months impressions of PlayStation VR and things like that.
Yeah, so
a lot of editing had to go into that.
That's a good thing. It's 6 months of the PlayStation VR now, which I don't want to go too far into because, like I said, we do recommend go to youtube.com/TattasticGamer. Go and look at his impressions of the VR so far. But I'm going to ask one question about it to Tattastic. It's been 6 months with it. Out of all the games that you've played so far with the thing, what is your standout game? What would you recommend someone should get if they end up getting a PlayStation VR?
That's a pretty obvious answer, really. Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7 straight away.
Yeah.
That is good, but the thing is, playing it myself, like we said last time, you can tell that they did focus on certain bits for VR for it. They did try. They had that in mind with a lot of that game, but it kind of feels a little bit bad that it's not a game that is just a VR exclusive type of title.
Yeah, because I did on that video I've got a top 5, and my second one is that Static I was on about last week with that was like number 2 in there for me.
That just came out last week as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
that London Heist was the best.
Is that part of the VR World disc?
Yeah.
So does that come with the VR headset or is it a separate?
No, you have to buy it separately. It's like £30 for the disc.
Which, be honest, I've seen other games out there that cost around about £30, which is probably not as half decent as that. So yeah. So like I said, it's nice to see out of the systems at the moment. It does seem to be the stronger VR headset. I would like to see what it does come up to by the end of the year with this. Especially with E3 just around the corner as well. It's next month.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see what kind of games will be coming out. But I like the whole idea. Like I said, Resident Evil 7 is what you would definitely recommend. At the same time, I'm happy that it's a game that you don't really need a headset for. The thing is, I do like those kind of games. For example, Keep Talking Nobody Explodes. We've played many games of that, and we've not played it with VR. The thing is, that's what I feel like VR should be. It should be a expansion onto the experience, not something that is required.
Yeah.
But then again, there's games that require it, which makes perfect sense at the same time. But it still should give you the opportunity to play it outside of just getting the headset. So, anyway, let's move on. Paul, what have you been playing this week?
Apart from Little Nightmares, I've been really getting into Persona 5, finally. Because I finally finished Horizon. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying Persona 5. It's the first one I've played in the series, and I'm really am enjoying it.
Well, the thing is that a lot of people, that is the first game that they've played, because I think if people don't know what Persona is, it's a niche RPG. It is a JRPG. Most JRPGs are niche market. I think this is the first one that's actually gone mainstream itself. And to a point that everyone's been saying the same thing, is if you are going to play a JRPG, this is the game you play. Because this is pretty much it. JRPG is personified.
Yeah, it's just the story and everything is great. I love the story behind it. It's the story of these high school students that band together to become, like, they call themselves the Phantom Thieves, and they're going into people's psyches, if you like, to obviously make them better people. Like, one of the people is a gym teacher who's a bit of a pervert, and he's been abusing his volleyball team. So you go into his psyche, and you actually get steal his treasure, which in the real world is a gold medal he won from his Olympic days.
Yeah.
And it makes him confess to his sins in real life. He resigns as a teacher, and he confesses that he's been abusing, like, these students. And it's just a fantastic game. The story's there, and it's just brilliant because living life as a student, so you've got to go and get a part-time job, you hang around with your friends, you can go shopping, go and catch a film at the cinema, and I've just done exams at the school. I don't know the test results yet because they come next few days.
No,
it is quite funny. But
we play this game, we can play exams.
You
got the SATs, you got GCSEs. Oh, it's off the chain, this game.
Yeah, it's quite hard as well, some of the stuff it asks you. It says, like, how does point A connect to point C? It's not like simple.
How does point A connect to point C?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You completely skipped point B.
Anyway, so how far have you actually gotten into it? Because there has been a lot of issue with the whole restrictions of what people can actually stream with Persona 5, which we are going to talk a little bit about, because Atlas has actually come out and apologized for that whole thing. So the first one was until the 7th of July. The last restriction, the first restriction was of it. So, how long have you played, and how far have you actually gotten in by date time?
Well, I'm still very early on, I reckon. I mean, I've been playing it for ages. I've only just done the first major person, that gym teacher. He's very early on. He's one of the first people.
Yeah.
Move on to the second person, but it's a big ass game. I mean, I would think I'm about 40 hours into it and still nowhere near the end. Like, it's a big game.
So what date are you on about? If you
trying to remember now. What's their restriction again now?
The original restriction was the 7th of July. Now the new restriction is, which I'm trying to find while you're talking about it, I think it's November.
Right. I'm still way before November. I think I'm coming into July, so it's still very early on, like I said, because we've only just become the Phantom Thieves. We've officially formed that group. I think there's somebody else going to come and try and join our little posse of heroes, and it's still very early on. We're hitting our next target, which is some artist who, again, it's all about perviness. There's a lot of it's typical Japanese.
That doesn't really help it out there, where you say it's typical Japanese. It's all about pervy.
It's not great. No, but it is a fantastic game. I love it. I'm hooked. I didn't think I'd get into it because it was it was a risk purchase. I remember seeing it and I was like, well, I've heard good things, but I've never played Persona before.
Yeah.
And I saw it. It was the Steelbook. I thought, yeah, no, I'll get it. And I'm telling you what, I'm glad I did. I'm hooked at the moment. I've been dying to play it because I held off on playing it until I finished the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now that's finished, and now I've finished Little Nightmares, I can concentrate on Persona 5 and hopefully get someone done with.
The thing is, my choice, because I ended up getting a new game this week as well. I had a choice between Persona 5 and this other game. And at the moment, I'm enjoying the other game for a reason that it's more of nostalgia look into it. But it is still definitely a game that I do want to have a go of myself.
And you mentioned what this other game is.
Yeah.
This other game is Kingdom Hearts 4, we keep calling it here. Which if it actually is Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5.
And I do still want. I haven't played that for ages.
Well, the thing is with that, I looked at it and mainly thought about, well, I have this Kingdom Hearts itch, which is not helping with story coming out that don't expect Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 out until next year now. Which I'm looking at thinking, fuck you, why are you seriously teasing us with this? Just stop it. Don't show us more screenshots. Show us game footage.
It was the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, so this year would be the perfect year to release the remake, because it came out in 1997, so surely...
But then again, they look at it and think, do you want a half-assed game coming out, or do you want a good game? The thing is, this is the point. They don't want to ruin this too much with this remake. Which I completely understand where Square Enix is coming from with both games. The thing is, with Square Enix, they don't do things half-assed. They will hold off, and they will hold off for a long time. The only time they do that is when it's being PC ported.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but when it comes to actually a new game coming out, they do take their time with it. The thing is, yeah, okay, people do complain things like Final Fantasy 13 and the series of Final Fantasy 13, but that was more of the story behind it. That was not the whole... there was not really any glitchiness with the actual game itself, as the screen freezes.
It's working alright at my end.
Pew have anything? There you go. I think I'm moving it. Yeah, I'm moving again. There you go.
Yeah,
he's back. But like I said, the graphics were beautiful with Final Fantasy 13, and the gameplay was all right with it. But that's the thing; they will hold things back if they need to, and I think they've actually learnt it more from Final Fantasy 15. How long was that held back? Because we keep saying it used to be a Final Fantasy 13 story arc.
Right.
Which they made into a whole number Final Fantasy game. And a lot of people are saying it's probably one of the best Final Fantasy games to come out since modern gaming itself.
I agree, because, I really enjoy Final Fantasy 15. That's another one I need to get back to, because I only got to Chapter 9, and I kind of, broke off because I think Horizon came out. But, yeah, 15 was really... I really liked that one. It's
yeah. But, like I said, that's why I went down with getting Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5. And I feel like there are certain Kingdom Hearts games I haven't played yet. The side ones like Birth by Sleep and stuff like that. And if you haven't played those games and you are a fan of Kingdom Hearts, then this is definitely a game worth picking up. Hopefully this will be the last one that they do of this.
2.9.
Yeah, there's 1.9, 2.9. But
don't encourage them.
Please don't encourage them.
Well, they'll be listening. It's like, what a great idea.
But I'm playing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, which is the original Kingdom Hearts at the moment. And there are certain parts that I do going back into. I'm thinking, I remember this. This was fun. This is brilliant. One thing I do remember, which I hated though, is the gummy ship part where you had to actually fly to the next planet. I'm looking thinking, what the hell is wrong? Why am I doing this?
I wasn't a fan of that either myself. Yeah.
What bright person thought, you know what we'll do? We'll give the kid who we've just met control over the ship. Well, just shoot everything that's in the way, and good luck.
Yeah.
But I just also remember how tough the game was as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I've just completed the Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland.
Still early on then. Quite early on.
I'm quite early on. And what you do, you're facing someone called Trick Master or something like that. And the point is that you've got to hit him in the head. Now, you're quite tiny compared to this guy. So it's like a Shadow of the Colossus type of thing. But instead, you can't actually climb up this guy. You've actually got to jump up and smack him in the head.
I remember that. It's driving me mad. Although, you've got a worse one coming up, the Tarzan one, when you have to fight Clayton when he's been taken over by the darkness.
Yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I'm in the deep jungle.
That's hard.
Oh, I think that's where I quit.
Yeah, because he's shooting at you with his shotgun.
Yeah.
It's just,
I just sacked that off. I thought that was the blockbuster.
Well, this is the thing. I can always say, no, I don't want to do this. And I could go and play one of the other games that are in the series.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So this is what I do like when we mention remasters over and over again. This is how I feel like a remaster should be. It should be a collection of games. It shouldn't be just a single game on its own. And I think I paid £40 for this, and I've got about 6 games from it, which is nice. And like I said, there's certain games in there I haven't actually played, or there's certain games there's a lot of games in there I haven't played for a while. For example, Kingdom Hearts 2. Like I said, does that say 15th anniversary behind you?
Yeah.
That was on the PlayStation 2. That just shows how old the Kingdom Hearts series is now.
This is it. I rented it from Blockbuster. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
2002.
Wait, did you rent Kingdom Hearts 2 or the original Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts 2 it was.
Yeah. That just shows how old it is. If you go and talk to a kid now and say, do you
That's
know
the one
what
with
Blockbuster
Tarzan,
is,
the Tarzan
they don't know what that
No,
is.
that's the first one.
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Second
no.
one has Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
Yes.
no, well, then it was the first one, sorry.
Yeah.
But still, 15 years for the original, for Kingdom Hearts 2. That is a good example. And I know it's a PlayStation 2 because I've actually found the disc of Kingdom Hearts 2 itself that I had. So, like I said, if people do want to play some Kingdom Hearts, I do recommend go and pick that up. You've got all the games there, and they are updated to PlayStation 4 style, which is nice to play with.
The big games as well.
Yeah, the brilliant game series, especially JRPG. If you're a fan of Disney, if you're a fan of JRPGs, this is definitely a game series that you should actually have a go of if you get a chance.
It's the blending of Disney with the Square Enix stuff that did it for me, because I love you going to the Disney worlds and fighting like the evil genie and Ursula and Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what I love about it. You get to fight these iconic villains from Disney.
I think that's actually what stemmed my hatred of PlayStation.
Oh, give up.
Actually, I can't remember a game I played after it on the PlayStation.
Crash Bandicoot? What was that?
No, that was before.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot was one of the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably something there.
I know you were talking about nostalgia. It just reminded me. This week I picked up Guitar Hero Live because I had the Guitar Hero book.
Guitar Hero 5.
So what's made you? Why did you pick up Guitar Hero?
That's classic Guitar Hero.
Because I used to absolutely hammer the other Guitar. I've still got all the original Guitar Hero games.
I say that, but I have got Guitar Hero. I think it's either Guitar Hero Live or the Rock Band one somewhere.
Yeah, and then I went into CEX and it was Guitar Hero Live was £15 with a guitar. I was like,
I'm
having some of that.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm having some of that.
Yeah, I would
And
have
they've changed the controller. They give it 6 buttons now, rather than like there's 4 there. It's like 3 lots of buttons.
It's black. It's black and white buttons now, isn't it?
Yeah, like there's like 6 in a rectangle rather than 3 long.
Yeah.
Say 4 long. It's a bit.
But how does it actually control? Because like I said, I've not.
Oh yeah, it works quite well. But
yeah, it was Rock Band that I ended up getting. Now I remember.
been going between the 6. Sometimes you've got to press like. You got to quickly switch to the top and bottom, but you can press them both at once, which is a different note, and you sometimes just catch it because there's no gap between them, so you can't help press 2 at times, especially when you've got fat fingers.
The thing is, I'm happy I think they did the brilliant thing with Guitar Hero and Rock Band, where it had been quite a time before we had any of those games coming out, And instead of bringing it out and saying, "Oh, this is just the first of the many series of games which is coming out," instead, what they've done is, "Oh yeah, you know those music songs that you had in the original. If we've still got the license, yeah, you guys can still play that. Go ahead."
Only on Rock Band that though, Guitar Hero you can't.
Yeah, Guitar Hero though, they've got a different twist. They've got the live mode or something like
Yeah,
that.
they put Guitar Hero Live where you just go on and it'll set times of the day. It'll play a different playlist for an hour, and you can just tune in and watch the music video and play the.
Yeah, play
Yeah.
along,
Playlist.
watch a music video. It's basically like watching MTV with an air guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, when MTV showed music videos back in the day.
It's like quick. Someone tell me a music channel that's still around.
Is the box still going?
Probably.
Is
Krang
that
still
one?
going? That's a good point. I remember watching a lot of Krang.
And Scuzz. Remember when Scuzz first came out as well?
Yeah.
Another rock channel.
Didn't Smash Hits had their own channel at one
Yes,
point?
they did. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it is. The thing is, they are great party things.
It's sort of like the way they've changed up with like it's a live, isn't it? So
Yeah.
the video that's on your screen is like a live crowd in front of you,
Yeah,
and they all
that's
react
what
to
it
how
can
you're
start
playing.
booing
and
you,
stuff.
don't they? The worse you play, they start heckling you and
Yeah, and start like
age.
Well, that's
shouting
the thing
abuse
that
and
put
stuff.
me off from getting the Rock Band one, the Guitar Hero one compared to the Rock Band one, was the whole thing that you had a live audience. I'm thinking that isn't Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero to me is those weird cartoony characters. that
weird
you
cat. Yeah, Axel.
I'm looking at
Yeah, you still get the same feel from it, though, don't you?
Yeah, but it was just. And I think it also they went back to what they originally were. It was just Guitar Hero. You didn't have all the drums.
Yeah, there's
and
no
the-
more singing and all that.
Yeah.
No, it's just
While you had
Yeah.
Rock Band on the other hand, they said, "Oh yeah, we've got all that, and you can use your old stuff unless you're going on the Xbox."
Yeah,
Then you
I'm kind
can't.
of biased. I'm kind of biased towards Rock Band anyway, because they're the ones that ended up bringing out Lego.
Oh God, I remember that.
Lego
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
Band, yeah.
That is-
Rock Band.
Basically, they were just Lego bricks that come down.
Oh yeah, how about that?
I remember
remember-
because
I had
everything
Rock
there
Band.
was the story that was happening in the background at the same time, wasn't there?
Yep.
Which
Wow.
Lego
Rock
animations.
And you had the Ghostbusters theme as one of the songs in on Lego.
And
Yeah.
Spider-Man as well.
I
Excellent.
want to play that again now. I'm just saying this PlayStation probably. If you're doing it was a PlayStation 2 game, wasn't it?
Oh, it was
No,
Xbox.
for
It was
Xbox.
Xbox game.
Oh, it was
PlayStation.
on Xbox.
Yeah,
It must
both.
have been on
Yeah,
both, yeah.
multi-format.
It was 360 and PS3. Era.
Oh, PS3. Still, think about it. Put it on PlayStation now. People will buy it.
Why?
Why not?
Why not Xbox?
Well, do
Nah,
it backwards compatible on Xbox as well, but no, actually you can't do that because the old stuff don't work with the
right.
with the Xbox One.
Seriously, you gotta get a new.
Yeah. The thing is, with the Xbox One, you actually had to get a new adapter or something like that. Or you had the PlayStation 4 on the other hand, where you could just plug it in and start playing it as you go along.
That's the same with the Lego Dimensions pad as well. You can't
You can't.
transfer it over from 360 to Xbox One, but you can with the PlayStation.
That's really
They
weird.
do that a lot, Microsoft.
Yeah, they kind of.
The money making.
This is what I understand from Microsoft's way of thinking. It's between 360 and Xbox One. It's like, oh, we've got all this stuff for the 360. Let's go to the Xbox One. Drop it all on the ground. Let's start from the beginning.
So imagine when the Scorpio comes out.
Let's drop it on the ground.
Oh,
Start from
God.
the beginning.
The £700 console.
It's just going to be called Xbox One again, isn't it?
I like to point out I feel really bad because I'm wearing a PlayStation hat today.
No, I love it.
So I'm sorry. I like to point out
No,
I am.
don't apologise.
Yeah. Well, before we move on to news story, is there anything else you guys wanted to talk? What games you've been playing?
That's pretty much it.
That's it. Right. So before we move on to the news story, so if people don't know, I did my 24-hour stream last week, and I just wanted to mention something about Special Effect. So they actually got back to me. Which is nice, which I didn't expect at all. More importantly, I didn't know that they had my address.
You know where you live.
Yeah, they know where I live now. So, yeah, I got a card sent from Special Effect earlier this week, which was nice. And I might as well say what it says inside it. So it says, I'm not going to say my name because I don't think anyone actually knows my name, probably. But we'll just go with it. So, dear GD, we'll go with that one. Thank you so much for taking on another 24-hour descent into insanity live stream for us, raising a fantastic £93 and gift aid towards our work. We are hugely grateful to you. With love and enormous thanks from Al and all at Special Effect, with a little smiley face. So yeah, I say thank you for sending that. That's pretty much made my day.
That's cool.
With doing that kind of stuff. And like I've already said, it wasn't just me. There was a lot of us behind it in the end who made it work. Like for example, Ryan, he was there most of the time just with me, and it's like I said. The thing is, we do this because we want to in the end. And
I just sent it more into insanity than you did.
Yeah, you did. That was weird. I've actually been listening back to some of the videos because we've got the Rocket League coming out not this week but next week from the Descent into Insanity. I don't know what happened there. If you tuned in late into it and you heard both me and Ryan, you would think that Ryan was the one who was doing the whole 24-hour stream. But yeah, like I said, these are the kind of things which make me want to do this kind of stuff all the time. And like I said already, we are going to be doing it again next year. We haven't got a set date for it at the moment, but I'm definitely going to be doing this again.
You said we, and I was like,
yeah, Ryan's going to be there. He doesn't know about it at the moment. No, I am definitely going to be doing it again next year. Like I said, no set date. The reason is I don't want to make this just a one-off thing. And I said that from when I first started doing this. I want to make it a yearly thing.
Well, Hanksy said that he'd like to join in as well, didn't he?
Well, the thing is, Hanksy wants to do his own, but we haven't. I think we're planning it at the moment. So there's no actual say we are. It's just at the moment it's in the planning stages. And like I said, I wanted to do it last year, but we wasn't able to because of time restraints, what we had. But this year, definitely, I want to try and make Nights of Horror for charity as well. So, which now that I'm actually not going to be, I'm going to be here at least a month before this time. We have got more time to organise it this year around, which I think pretty much we all at the moment in this position, if things don't pop up, we are going to be doing something for Nights of Horror again.
Hold on a minute.
What?
You stream now?
I do.
Yeah, so you could do something as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I love that's how Ryan's thought is. You're my friend, but I'm going to push you under the bus as well.
Yeah.
No, we do with you as well, Judy.
You're already doing that. I think everyone's already done that. I'm doing Outlast 2, which I'm happy to say doesn't look as scary as the original Outlast at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, yes.
I don't even know how far Hanksy got into it. That's another thing we actually got to talk about. Hanksy did Outlast 2 over the weekend as well. He's more disappointed that he didn't get drunk because of it.
Basically, every time he screams, he's got to take a shot.
And he didn't scream much.
He didn't scream much, no. I think the only thing that really freaked him out the most was that he... What was that?
I just had the flash, but go on, carry on. I'll tell you.
I think what he got freaked out the most was that he went and interrupted a woman's chanting and she stabbed him. I loved it more because all of us were just in fits of laughter because all the woman did in the end was just stare him down. Well, everything else around him would chase him. She didn't. She just said, "You fucking douche, you just stopped my chanting. Of course I'm going to stab you." But that
what I was going to mention was bloody last night's game of GTA. I was bloody shit scared on that. Grand Theft Auto all games.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't stream that, so it was me. It was me, you, and Paul was just in the background watching.
Paul was just sat here.
I was watching laughing.
And
it was,
we ended up playing some Slasher again. and we was playing in, the meat area of the game, the slaughterhouse. I think that's what it is. It's a slaughterhouse. So I was the one who was doing the hunting, and I think it was a point that it was just me and Ryan left.
Yeah.
And we both had shotguns, so it was already past the 2-minute timer. And I was being my usual creepy self when it comes to that kind of game. And I don't know what I said, but I said
Didn't say
something.
anything. What happened, what I remember is, I come running round the corner, and all of a sudden, a massive white blast of shotgun straight to the face.
Oh, no, wait, you was the one who was the original hunter. I was the one being hunted.
And it scared the absolute shit out of me to the point where I screamed.
I'd like to point out something with this. I didn't expect to kill him with one shot. But what it was, and this has happened twice in that game, both Em and you, Ryan, you both turned your flashlights on. So I noticed the flashlight and I thought, I now know whereabout they are. I'm going to get myself prepared for this. And like I said, I wasn't expecting a one-shot kill.
I think I found the highlight of the night was definitely this scene where we were hiding. Ooh, can you see? Second, wait for it. It's dark anyway. You can see all the background now. Oh, there comes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's GD's hiding right next to me the whole time.
At the moment. There I am. Yeah, so both of us right next to each other. Now, we both were running around pitch black at that point, so we didn't know what was going on. And we did not expect each other to be stood next to each other.
There he is. I'll share that to the club.
Yeah, thanks. But, like I said, from this, that was fun. Thank you for sending that card special effect. Like I said, we'd want to do more charity for you guys anyway. And like I said, keep an eye out. We'll be doing some more kind of stuff. Hanksy wants to do something. And I want to make Nights of Horror into a charity thing as well. A bit like what's their names do, that Jingle Jam stuff.
Jingle Jam.
Yeah, what's their names? Yogurt Cast, something like that.
Yogcast.
Yeah, that's it. Yogcast.
Okay.
Yogurt Cast.
Ski.
No,
People have a mullet corner.
I know.
Is this the people sat there eating different yogurts?
Mullet
corner.
I know who Yogurt Cast is. Don't worry. I think they're all right.
Chocolate flakes and banana, my favourite.
So let's talk about some of the game news this week, and I feel like one of the main points we need to talk about is Nintendo is bringing out a new handheld.
Yay!
Yeah.
So
we all need another one.
yeah. So I like to point out the 3DS is about 6 years old now, something like that. They're already bringing out a new 2DS version of it.
Let's take a step back again.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I don't think the 3D was working for them. So they already had a 2DS out, which we call the Wedge of Cheese handheld. And they kind of looked at it and thought, you know what this thing needs? Hinges. And that's what they've done. They're bringing out a new Nintendo 2DS XL. So it is basically so that you can play all the games that are coming out for the foreseeable future of Nintendo handheld, even though a lot of people probably now just buys them digitally. Yeah. And,
I'll still get the cards.
You still get the cards. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't beat the retail copies. I don't know. I'm very old school when it comes to getting games. I have to get the actual physical copies. Yeah.
But either way, so what it is, it's 2DS. It just basically looks like the 3DS, but without the 3D slider. Then you know that thing that everyone turns off at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like I've got a 3DS XL myself, well, one of the older 3DS XLs. I don't remember the last time I turned 3D on. I actually went and turned it on and realised that the game that I was playing didn't have a 3DS mode.
What game was it?
I think it was Phoenix Wright. You know the new Phoenix Wright game?
Oh, yeah. I love them games.
So
How would that even be in 3D?
They wouldn't, because it's just
no,
animated.
the actual game is the characters in that are 3D in this new.
Oh,
one.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they changed it?
Yeah, so
Oh,
they
it's
are
not
they are
animated.
3D designed. They're animated 3D design.
Right,
now,
okay.
Which
Oh,
is
yes.
it's nice to see. But like I said, it's not in 3D.
Weird.
So whereas like, what do you guys think about this? Do you think Nintendo really needs to bring out another handheld?
No, because like there's already the 3D thing on 3DS. You can turn that 3D function off, and you can even lock it. So if you move the slider, it's not going to go in 3D because you can actually turn it off.
actually
So
clicks,
there's
yeah.
no point. Yeah. So there's literally no point in the 2DS. It's just a waste of time. I just don't get it. Yeah. So wasted.
I feel it's with that. The thing is, you can buy a normal 3DS, and like you said, you can easily just turn it off. Now, I don't know if this means that they're thinking of making more games for the new Nintendo 3DS, 2DS consoles, and that's where they're going to go from now on. But at the moment, I think there's about 1 or 2 games that are available for that at the moment.
The new 3D. There's only one I know of that used the power of the new Nintendo 3DS, and that was Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
The one, but I don't know of any others apart from that.
Yeah, that's one that I remember. I remember that coming out when the actual new 3DS came out. But the rest, it just seems that it's not really needed. The thing is, I'll be honest, I don't know what difference there is with it. Ah, I just dropped something. What did I drop? Oh no, I killed Zelda! Link!
No! Link! No!
Sorry, Link. There you go, Link. You can go back there. You can't actually be seen on the
Oh,
screen.
Link Zelda. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, with the 3DS, the new, because I've got the new Nintendo 3DS XL, it's a faster processor, so things load quicker. It turns on quicker. It flips between apps quicker. But that's about the only difference I can see with it, to be honest. I mean, 3D functionality works better because it's actually got a sensor where it senses where you are. Because with the phone with the old 3DS, you had to keep it at a certain angle to keep the 3D effect. Whereas this one, you don't, because it traces where you are. It's got like a face tracker, and wherever you are, it adapts. But
Like your camera does at the moment.
yeah, it kind of moves around. It's like,
It's like a
that's the only good thing about it. I mean, it's still playing the old games and everything.
Did
But
that camera just nod? Oh, it's shaking his head. No, it didn't nod. Okay.
yeah, but that's the only good thing about it. I mean, it's still a fantastic console. I'm still buying it. In fact, the last game we got for it was Yoshi and Poochie's Woolly World because they did a 3DS
Yeah,
version.
I want the little Poochie.
Yeah, I couldn't find him, but and there's still good games coming out for the 3DS.
The thing is, the only good thing I do find with the new 3DS, and I'm guessing it's going to be included in this new 2DS as well, is that the amiibo support is actually built into the console.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so the
Also,
old ones you
original
actually got to
3DS
buy a
doesn't
pad.
Yeah, let's get.
You got to buy this special pad so that you can use it. But then again, it's one of those kind of. The thing is, look, I love the amiibo stuff. For example, I've got amiibos myself. I think I've got about 6 or 7 of them now myself. Not compared to other people that I know have actually got the whole collection. But it's one of those kind of things where it's a gimmicky type of thing which isn't really needed. It's nice that it's been added into games and that lot, but it's not really wanted. And like I said, most of the games that are coming out on the 3DS itself, like we said, you can play it on pretty much most of as long as it's a 3DS console or a 2DS console, they will work for it. And it's a lot cheaper to buy the older versions at the moment. The thing is, there's no price that's been fully given for this. I think it's already out in Japan, and it's supposed to be coming out in Europe and America in July, I've been told.
I think Game we have it listed as $149.99 in their top door.
Exactly. So what is the point? The thing is, how much is the new 3DS? It's probably going to be the same amount.
Yeah, it will be.
And you got that extra gimmicky thing if you do want to use the 3DS thing. What I remember with the whole 2DS system when it first came out, the point of it was a cheaper version that parents could buy for their kids, so they don't have to worry about the whole 3DS, them accidentally turning the 3DS stuff on.
But again, that's something you could do. There's a parental settings where on the 3DS you could have it turned off. Even if they do tinker with the slider, it still wouldn't turn the 3D on. So again, wasn't really needed the 2DS. If parents just read the booklet and saw that you could change the settings.
That's the thing is, I'd like to point out that's where you're going wrong here. They have to read.
Oh, damn, I forget we're in the New England now.
Yes.
Yeah, but in order to read, they have to buy that handheld console.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a lot easier for them just to
buy the new one.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, it's their money they want to waste, so...
But then again, it's one of those kind of things where...
They wouldn't be wasting their money because they'll be getting what they want.
Exactly. The thing is, there must be a market for this, for Nintendo to be doing this.
You know what Nintendo have done is they've come up with this console and then they've just thought, fuck it, no one's buying it, we'll just carry on making the 2DS.
No, the thing is, what's it called? People are buying... You mean the Switch itself? People are buying the Switch, it's just that there's never any in stock.
No, I meant 3DS. I mean, everyone's just turning it off, so they'll just make a console where you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then again, why do that and still charge more when you can easily buy one that is for about £100?
Well, that's
the 3DS. The 3DS does sell. Well, still does, but so I don't get it.
But then again, at the same time, I'm happy with Nintendo doing this because they are riding a very good wave at the moment. Thanks to the Switch, is pretty much. I like to point out it has saved Nintendo. The thing is, we've only been, 2 months into this now? We can already tell that the Switch is done a lot better than what the Wii U's done.
Yeah. But what worries me, are we going to get a newer version of the Switch?
Yeah, this one's now going to have different coloured Joy-Cons.
More ice cubes in it. And
it's going to have 4 ice cubes in it instead of
include foam included.
And it's actually going to have apps on there now instead of having nothing. I
just want to say something before we go. So we just got a message on chat. Good evening, CTG guys. My favourite day of the week. Loving the podcast so far. I've been playing Outlast 1, and I didn't think it was possible to actually shoot yourself playing a computer game. I did just that. Keep this podcast coming. They really, really do give us gamers great info into new games from Rick.
Oh, Rick. Excellent.
From Rick. Thank you. That's why we enjoy doing these. But like I said, let them do what they want. Keep riding this wave. People are going to end up buying this kind of stuff, and especially at the moment where it is difficult to get yourself hold of a Switch.
You gonna get one?
A Switch?
Yeah.
I do want one, but again, what's worrying me is, are they going to come out with a newer model? As soon as I buy one, will they?
If you get one, I won't get one because you can just bring it around here, can't you? That's the best thing about the Switch.
Yeah, no, that's true. But using that little Joy-Con thing,
Well, my thought of it at the moment is it's not an if, it's a when for me getting a Switch. But I think with me, the earliest I'll get it will be around about Christmas time. Just for the fact that there are certain games that I want, and there's games already out that I do want to play. Like Breath of the Wild, I want to play the new Mario Kart 8 as well, because I didn't actually get that on the Wii U. But I don't think it's enough to actually sell me the console yet. It's games I want to play, but I feel like there should be more that's coming out. Like I think once that new Mario game comes out, that's probably when I'll pick it up. That's probably going to be my selling point. There is the new Mario game.
Yeah. It's like Mario Galaxy, definitely.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing is, it's like with me, a Wii U. What sold me was I didn't get it straight away. I waited a bit, and I think it was Smash Bros that sold it me in the end. There was other games that came out for it that I did end up playing, like Bayonetta 2, for example. Which is now available. Bayonetta 2 is the one that's now available on Steam, isn't it?
Is it that one or is it?
It's one, isn't it?
It's one.
Yeah, the second one's only on the Wii U still, I think.
I think a lot of the problem was as well for all of us at CTG was we all ended up getting a Wii U at different times.
Yes.
If we all
had friends codes, we just didn't have the console at that time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I still kind of want a Wii U. Rather than get a Switch, I'm actually more drawn to get a Wii U because there's still loads of good games on that.
They won't be able to transfer the Switch like that Mario Party game.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I don't know.
The thing is with me, I feel like at this stage now, it's a Switch. The thing is, I feel like what games are coming out, I feel like that is where it's focused on. And like I said, by the looks of things, what Nintendo is doing, they seem to be saying, well, this game did really well on the Wii U. Why not make a Game of the Year version of it and bring it over? Like they've done with Mario. And
well, the focus
so
will
far,
be on the Switch now anyway,
the thing
won't
is,
it?
so far it's worked. It's a look at Mario Kart 8. They've said that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best-selling Mario Kart game in its series. It's sold a lot better than the original Mario Kart 8. That's how good that game's done. So they're going to look at this and think, well, why not do that with Smash Bros? And why not do that with Mario Party 10? Please don't do that with Mario Party 10. Please make 11 and make it better. I'm just saying that now.
It'd be good for Mario Party, that, actually.
How would they make it better?
How will they make it
I
better?
thought it was a good idea.
What, making it so that everyone went around the track together? No, that is not a good idea. That is not how board games work.
Oh, they did that. No, I was on about.
Are you on Bowser mode?
The Bowser mode, that was brilliant. I don't see how they'll be able to work that onto the Switch myself, because they don't have the dual screen anymore. But I struggled with that word there.
It's something that they could think around with.
I'd like to see Mario Party on the Switch. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I would like to see Mario Kart, but I feel like they've got to do 11, and I want to see them go back to how it was originally, where people went around on their own, because that is what Mario Party is to me. It's not, oh, let's all go around in the same car, and we're all trying to
like I said, I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they did that. I just did the minigame.
The minigames are brilliant. Yeah, that's what makes it.
But that's another thing that upset a lot of people. If you went and played it, I think you had to land on certain spaces to play a minigame. No,
yes.
That is not how Mario Party works. You play a minigame once everybody's had a move around the board once,
right.
And then you do a minigame. And you fight for coins, not bloody stars.
That's true. Yeah, and you take it back to its roots. I mean, the last one I played, which was really good, was on the Wii, Mario Party 9. That was a really good one. That's just before a Wii U one. And the DS, but apparently the 3DS one's meant to be quite good, but I've not played it this time.
How would you end up playing the DS one?
The 3DS one, where you can pass it because it's all on one card.
Oh, Star Rush.
That's crap.
It was like the latest one. Yeah,
that's the latest one. I've got both. I've got Star Rush and the other one on mine. But yeah, I feel they're the better Mario Party games which have come out at the moment. So yeah, another thing, 3DS doing better.
Thing with the 3DS one, and it's on the DS one. If you got one card and you use that download play, if you with your DS, we can play 2 different cards.
Oh, that'd be better. Yeah,
really
that's why I ended up playing when I was on holiday. I ended up playing with my cousins and brother who had 3DSs themselves, but I was the only one. I had the digital version of both games. I was the only one who had it on my system. We just played download play of it, and we all got to play against each other, which was brilliant. That's another feature that a lot of 3DS games don't really take advantage of, is the download play, and I feel like that is a brilliant feature which I would like to see more games like that use in future. But like I said, it's one of those secret gems, I would say, with the 3DS. I love how your camera keeps nodding in the green with me.
So I agree with that. You are right.
You're right. I agree.
You say it's the camera. It's actually my living room.
Yeah, the living room's a spaceship. Whoa! I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Brian.
Never was. So let's talk about something else now. Let's talk about
Brash games. Ooh.
Just get the PlayStation.
Sorry.
Brash games.
Brash games.
Yeah.
Who's Brash games? Right, you need to explain this to me, mate.
Oh, sorry. It's like what I do is a website where they don't pay writers, but they give them like game reviews and stuff. And someone left and realised that once he'd left, it took all of his they changed all the scores in his reviews to be in line with Metacritic's averages, and took his names off the reviews, so it was never written by him.
So that would be weird if there was a game that was really, really good, but he completely slandered it, and it's like, this game is absolutely shit. 9 out of 10.
Don't buy. 10 out of 10.
Like, he picked that up, and it came out that they've got links to gambling sites.
Oh.
And they shut the site down. The guy who runs it, he shut the site down. Everyone thought, good, it's gone, because he started. And he's reopened it with a massive article where he's said, like, he's apologised for parts that were wrong, but then just started slagging off all the writers that have left. He outed that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, there's someone I follow on Twitter. She's only young, like a young writer.
Yeah.
And he came out saying he had issues with her because she's got mental health issues, but she never given permission to mention any of this.
Oh.
He's just started like outing all this stuff about people.
So what's this is Brush Games.
Brush Games, yeah.
That's quite bright.
This is the first time I've actually heard about this, but
and now there's big sites, like there's a lot of big game journalists, like Jim Sterling's spoken about them now.
No, when he gets involved, that's not good.
No, it's not.
I think
don't like it.
everyone's just wanting the site to go.
Well, Jim Sterling, I love Jim Sterling, but it's one of those things. Once he gets involved, you are doomed.
Yeah. There's a lot of people have picked up on it. She actually put a post on her blog that's showing all the. He's saying that they sacked her because she because she couldn't reach the articles amount, because it was down to they were being lenient with her due to mental health issues and all this. And she's like put a big on her blog. She's put the emails between the two where she's quit. Told him that he can have the review codes back because she hasn't used them, and he's saying she just went and took 3 review codes and that was it. She never did the reviews. And she's got all the emails saying where she sent back saying, I'm in uni, I don't have time to do it. Give it to somebody else. So it's got very messy.
Yeah, I can see here. I've now got all the stories about it. Oh, wow, this is...
Yeah.
Oh, one angry gamer got involved as well.
Yeah.
Who's that Forbes has got involved? I didn't even know if Forbes was a gaming system.
I think he just needs... I think the site needs to be shut down, I think, now.
Well, this is the thing. It's like me going and say, which I won't, because everyone I've worked with here, my friends, it's like me going up to them and saying, yeah, you guys, you know your content that you're bringing out, it's absolute shit. And if you guys walk away, I'm going to take your name off, and it's going to say GD Plays.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that. The thing is, it's in the end, we don't have contracts, but we have a verbal agreement that it's your stuff. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you aren't happy with something, we don't put it up. That is simple enough. But you don't go nuclear with this kind of stuff, especially if your website depends on freelance writers that you don't pay. And it's... Yeah, so I've got a story. I'm looking at the Forbes story, by the way. So Brush Games changed review scores, scrubbed bylines. Online video game publication Brush Games is having a rough month. After various ex-writers for the site began blowing whistles, more and more YouTubers, game journalists and gamers have been digging into the site's lurid history and digging up all kinds of dirt. The details are not pretty. So these are what they've been caught with. So far, they've been caught with not paying writers, but instead trading labour for exposure. Scrubbing the bylines of writers that left the site, thus negating said exposure. Changing the review scores of reviews that didn't line up with averages. I like to point out that is the point of a critic. Linking to gambling sites without any disclosure or possible financial agreement. That is actually a criminal offence.
Yeah.
A long history of similar behaviour at other websites by Brush Games boss Paul Ryan, not to be confused with Republican House Speaker Paul Ryan. I don't know who he is. So, and various other shady practices. Ooh.
Yeah, don't listen to that. Paul Ryan.
So I just decided to say this story has just come to my attention today, thanks to Tattastic.
Yeah. I've shared a few things on my Twitter, like people talking about it.
So this has been going. Oh my God, this has been going for a while. Why did you not mention this in the first place, mate? But this is the thing. You don't go nuclear, and we've seen it a couple of times with other areas. And I don't know what to say about this, really. What do you guys think about this? Yourselves?
I was shocked. Like, there's even a guy who's got is it Patreon account? A Scottish guy who used to write for Nintendo magazine and things like that, and he's actually scrapped his $7 Patreon subscription. He'd give you hints and help on writing articles, and he covered this and said, since this has come to light, he said, I'm actually scrapping that level, and if anyone needs any help, just come to me for free, because I don't want you to go and write for websites like this in order to try and get exposure. You should be doing it yourself.
The thing is, we're in an age now where people can easily make their own blogs and stuff like that. There's a bunch of free services that use blogs. Like I can easily recommend use WordPress. That's what I use myself.
I use WordPress as well.
Game. And it's not just that. You don't even need to be a writer blogger. I do understand why some people do go down the writing side of things, because being in front of a camera is really difficult. The thing is, we make it look quite easy. It isn't. The thing is, if people are actually seeing behind the scenes that we actually do with this kind of stuff, it does take a lot of getting things set up. And it's not just that. We've been doing this for 142 episodes itself. Most of them, but you guys have been now, I think it's been about nearly 6 months, hasn't it, yourselves? Even longer than 6 months. You guys have been doing this with me.
Yeah.
And it's not, I think the best way to explain it when it comes to the video side of things, think it is like doing a Let's Play on your own. Some people can and some people can't. But those people who can't, you can always practice and practice and practice till you get that confidence to do it. But it's like the word side of things. Sorry, why are you smiling about that?
Yeah, Tattastic getting attacked by a fly gun.
It's a moth. It's doing my head in.
But like I said, the thing is nowadays it's exposure. I understand is an important thing, but there's good ways of doing it and there's bad ways of doing it. And by the sounds of things, with what this is a bad way of doing this. Now, I don't know what to say about this, because it feels like it's a really, really bad thing to do. The thing is, the reason we don't get paid to do what we're doing here, but we do it because we enjoy doing this kind of stuff. By the sounds of what they're doing,
I'm getting paid. What the hell?
Sorry,
I'll see you later.
But I understand where it's like, the thing is, Paul, Tattastic, you work with Games Bulletin yourself. So you will have a better understanding of actually working for you have a better understanding nowadays of how to work with someone and doing that. Yeah. And I used to do the same thing myself. I worked for a now defunct website called Your Gamer, which I did the same thing. And I went down the doing things myself route. Now, well, lucky for me, I had the backing of a great gaming community behind me when I started doing it myself. I think we started doing writing things, and then we went down to doing the podcast, and then we went down to doing Let's Plays. That's how our path went with Crave Your Game. But more importantly, I had people helping me. I think, for example, look at the first episode of the CTG podcast. It was me, Kaj, Doc, and Hanksy who was on that first episode. Yeah. And look where we're now. We've got 4 people. We can easily have a 5th person, but instead we've got Doff Cat. All he wants is the tuna.
Yeah, this was his official statement on the one I was on about. I follow on Twitter. Yeah. Meg was an amateur writer who was given the trial at Brash Games, but failed to meet the minimum requirements of 2 to 3 articles a month. Unfortunately, she was let go due to constantly failing to meet deadlines and for failing to provide reviews that she had titles for. We had been extremely lenient with Meg due to her mental health issues. But she's actually put on a article she put on her blog. She's actually put copies of the emails where she's emailed him and told him to have the codes back because she doesn't have time to do the reviews. Because because she was at uni at the time as well, trying to get a qualification in writing, like so she could do journalism paid work.
Oh, no.
I'm on their website at the moment. Yeah, that's the thing. She's at uni as well. I know how difficult the deadlines with that is. It's just.
And then he's also claims in there she was writing for newspapers at the same time and not doing the work she was getting off him. And she's actually got emails that show when she emailed him and said that she quit. They didn't let her go. She quit because she didn't have time, and she didn't start writing for the newspaper until about 2 weeks after she just sent that email saying she quit. So she's like, how could I be writing for them when I haven't even been writing for them?
Sure, it's not him with the mental health issues, not her.
I'd like to point out for legal reasons we didn't say that.
But in the nicest way possible. I know we all have it. We have all got mental health.
Paul, stop, please.
Yeah. Said that. Not me. I didn't. Yeah, he's gone now, guys. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, it's if we get more about that story, I'm guessing Tattastic, you're going to keep an eye on this story a bit longer itself. If we do have more on it, we will keep you guys as much as possible informed about this, because this is very interesting. I did not seriously. It's actually took me back a little bit for this kind of thing, because I've seen.
The reason I not brought it up before, because I never really looked into it properly, but then when that Mega I follow on Twitter started posting about it, I was like, oh, what's going on now then? I looked and I was like, no, this is all wrong.
But yeah, so guys, we're getting close to the end of the podcast now, I feel like. So let's do a few quick updates. My favourite bit of the show. So Prey is coming out on Friday, isn't it? So I hope you guys have got plenty of space on your consoles, because it's going to be, Prey has a 1.3 gigabyte day one patch that brings audio and sound effect fixes and more. Which it's not much of a story.
I say 1.3 gig.
Yeah, most thinking of it, most games nowadays, especially AAA games, they have day one patches. It's
I think Uncharted 4 was about 5 gig, wasn't it?
I think it was quite a big one, if I remember correctly.
So either way, if you're going to be picking up, expect a day one patch, which, like I said, it comes out on the 5th, which is this Friday.
You guys played the demo?
Oh yeah, first play the demo. You get an hour. There's an hour demo that is already available, but it's from Arcane Studios as well, who do the Dishonored series. Which, look, if they're behind this, I'm not threatened to say this is going to be another good game. It's going to be simply a good game, and it's definitely a game that a lot of people are saying they recommend picking up this month, especially.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Wow.
So what do you guys think of that? Are you guys looking forward to this game? Are you thinking of picking this game up?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. No. Did you see? You saw
I saw yours.
So I did a stream of the first hour demo, and I like it. Yeah, it seems it's got potential, but I may not get it just yet, because I want to try and get Persona 5 over and done with, because that's a big ass game. But it's one I do want to pick up, because right from the get-go, it reminds me of Bioshock in space. I mean, the first weapon you get is a wrench, just like in Bioshock, the first one. So, but no, it's interesting. I love the music. The music's kind of got that kind of Deus Ex sci-fi vibe to it, and the little creatures are creepy as hell.
Oh, mimics. Yeah, if you have arachnophobia, stay away from this game.
Yeah, because they disguise themselves as anything. You just do not see them. You think you know you're going to spot them. Literally, they disguise as any little object in the game, and they can really get you for 6. But no, from that demo, it's going to be a good game. I'm going to be picking it up. Probably not just yet, but definitely further down the line. I look forward to see. I'm surprised there's no reviews out for it yet, since it's out in 2 days.
I think it depends when the embargo is.
It'll be on the day, won't it, Bethesda?
Yeah, Bethesda, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Bethesda don't do review
people
copies.
won't have the review copies until the day comes out, will they?
The thing is that all they give it is to what's the word? Influencers or something like that. Which is, in other words, give it to YouTubers that have a lot of views.
I think Fallout 4 was the last one that actually got early reviews, and then every Bethesda game after that, they weren't giving out any review copies, were they?
Yeah, I feel like I understand why they're not doing it anymore, because it does. In their opinion, it damages sales. But then again, if you're scared of people reviewing your game, I'm sorry.
I think there's a mimic in Tattastic's room at the moment. I keep seeing something flying
That's
past us.
stupid moth.
Yeah, it's a big one.
But the thing is, I'm gonna be playing. I want to play through the demo myself, so I might be streaming that later this week anyway. So keep an eye out for that.
I think I'm gonna hold off it because I think the way Dishonored went, Dishonored 2 was. I've not played it yet, but everyone I know said it's a great game. But you can go and pick it up for £15 now.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of thinking, is Prey going to do the same? Like, is it going to
that's the
6
thing.
months be really cheap?
That's the thing about Dishonored, and I think Prey's going to be in the same boat. It's a story-driven game. Once you've played through it once, that's it. And it kind of the thing is, nowadays, especially being a AAA title, a lot of people say it needs more stuff in it than just the story nowadays. Or the story's got to be really impactful. It's like, for example, look at a game that a lot of people have been waiting for, which is very story-focused, The Last Guardian. It was a big rave when it first came out, and then it just we don't hear anything about it nowadays.
Yeah, you can get it cheaper now, can you? So.
Yeah.
Next story: Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles details leaked in update files rumored. This is a rumor at the moment. So Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles looks to be remasters of older zombie maps from Black Ops, Black Ops 2, and World at War.
Mm-hmm.
So, does that mean it's going to be a standalone?
Yeah, that's what's got
zombie
me
map?
intrigued.
Yeah. So
Have they actually finally done it? You know what? I'm not building my hopes up yet.
I was saying other rumours for Call of Duty is a GameFly, a rental service.
Yeah, so what is happening at the moment is that GameFly has put on their listings the Call of Duty remaster.
On its own, haven't they?
Yeah, which is going to be... They're saying that it's going to be coming out as a standalone next month.
I think it's 30th of June on PlayStation 4. No, 20th of June PlayStation 4 and 20th of July Xbox One.
Well, the thing is, what they'll do, I won't be surprised if we get it when it comes to E3. Call of Duty comes out and say, yeah, you know that game that we brought out that made everyone we tried to make everyone buy our special edition of the game that you guys didn't want. Well, yeah, we're putting out a standalone and it's available now.
People are going to be so... Yeah, that's what I mean. It's such a kick in the nuts for people.
Yeah. But then if they do that, is that one going to get a patch so you don't need the disc so people can then go and finally sell Infinite Warfare?
No, because it's Activision.
Yeah. Watch your step, Activision.
Going back to the zombie thing, so it's no secret Activision has been preparing a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 announcement, particularly of interest to the zombie community. So called Zombie Chronicles, it's going to be an add-on. This add-on has yet to be officially announced, despite being rated by the ESRB and popping up on some retailers' websites. Well, now we know more about it thanks to the most recent message of the day in Black Ops 3. So Reddit user lacking a good name found, that's his name, by the way.
Good name.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Found references to Zombie Chronicles in the game files following the publishing of the message of the day. With the help of another user, the files were decrypted to reveal what looks to be entire content of the pack. Here's what has been found. So including 8 classic remastered maps for Call of Duty Zombies World at War, Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2. The complete original saga maps remastered in HD available on Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the description reads. So experiences the remastered zombie collection and experience the undead story first on PS4. That's what the message says. So the 3 maps of Call of Duty World of War are Nacht der Untoten, Verrucht and Shino Numa. The 4 maps for Call of Duty Black Ops are Kino der Toten, Ascension and Shangri-La and Moon. That's the Moon one, yeah. 1 map from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Origins. Takeo and there's going to be a couple of calling cards and some tin cans. So by the sounds of things, it's not going to be a standalone, but maybe an add-on to Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3.
But then again, this is the kind of thing, with this much stuff. So, we're expecting an announcement tomorrow around about 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that is, what's that, 6 p.m. here? So, more than likely we'll be talking about this. So, yeah, according to Zombies YouTuber, that is according to Zombie YouTuber GC Backfire, saying that there'll be an official announcement then. So, what would you guys think? What if that was a standalone coming out of that? Would you buy it?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I've been saying for ages.
Would
since
you
Call of
buy
Duty Zombies come out?
Would you buy a PS4 just to go and play that?
Oh no, because I'll wait for the Xbox. I'm not that fucking desperate. Jesus Christ.
I'm like, I'm afraid, so no.
I probably will. It depends on who's playing it. Myself.
I'll be playing it.
Yeah, exactly. We could do a.
But it's what I've been saying for ages. Like Red Dead Redemption came out with its own zombie mode.
Yeah, they did. That was one of the first standalone DLCs that I remember.
Yeah, that might.
That was funny. That was fun.
Did its own zombie. Oh, Sniper Elite did its own zombie mode.
Yeah, they did.
You don't have to touch the original games. You just sack the original games off and just play the zombie modes.
Well, either way, we're going to get more information tomorrow about it. I got a feeling it's just going to be an add-on to Black Ops 3, which then at the same time I would find weird because
it's an older one, isn't it?
It's an older one. That is not last year, but the year before.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
So we'll see what happens with that. More stories. Ubisoft working on a Mario and Rabbids RPG for Nintendo Switch, according to reports.
Heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's due to release later this year. So Mario and Rabbids.
And the Rabbids, Raving Rabbids.
Yeah, in other words, this is something that people get from this. It's a Mario RPG.
And Super Mario RPG was a really good Super Nintendo game.
That's what spawned Paper Mario and the Mario and Luigi Super Saga.
They're great, yeah. The DS one, I love them.
I seriously love how your camera still nods every time when you guys agree.
It's like, yes!
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
So we'll see more about that hopefully soon. I'm trying to look through the stories. Stories. You guys got any quick stories you want to mention while I'm searching?
For
yeah, GTA's got another update.
What is the weekly update?
Through May the 15th, motorcycle clubs of Los Santos will benefit from GTA, double GTA dollars and RP boosts when running bike contract missions.
Nice.
You can find lumps of missions from the meeting room from your clubhouse. If you're a budding entrepreneur yet to set up your MC, we've got you covered with 25% discount on biker clubhouses,
nice.
Customization. So that also includes the Scirotto, the Tron bike.
Oh right, yeah.
So
I can buy it cheaply. I'm going to buy myself a Scirotto.
Yeah, I think we're all going to do that now.
Yeah.
Also, there's 25% off explosives. So for everybody that was loving to use homing rocket launchers, they can now fire cheaper homing rockets at people now.
I'm just looking at Cheesecake saying, "Oh my God, Zelda fan." I'm looking around. Where's Zelda?
Behind you.
No.
Yeah.
Have I?
There's a poster behind you, isn't there?
No, that's my calendar.
Oh, there's a calendar.
Yeah,
But it's Zelda, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still Zelda. Yeah, I'd say that. I've got a little Zelda right sat next to me here. See, look, Zelda. And yes, Kingdom of Hearts fan. Yes, behind you, Paul.
Yep.
Yes, I would say we're fans of it. We enjoy them. They're good.
They've announced Darksiders 3 with a reveal trailer, haven't they?
Oh, they've actually now revealed it. It was leaked in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you, THQ Nordic, who is publishing this game, for bringing out a Darksiders game that no one's really asking for.
I actually brought my Darksiders 1 was actually really good, I thought.
Well, have you played the second one yet?
No. I really like number 1, and I read bad stuff about number 2, and I thought, I don't want to ruin what I thought about number 1.
Well, look, there must be people asking for this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be one of those good games that do come out. The thing is, Darksiders series just seem to pop up most of the time, doesn't it? I mean, it's one of those kind of games where, oh yeah, I remember that series. It's the guy with the mask, yeah. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. But I also think you're going to be controlling a female protagonist in this game as well, from screenshots I've seen. So good luck with it. There's reason it's going to be made by the same people who made the original 2 as well. But they're a new studio themselves. I don't know what the name of the studio is off the top of my head. But,
no, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's nice to see that. Good for
Somebody's
you.
probably getting what they want.
Exactly. Someone out there is asking for this, and good. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon players can grab a midnight form of Lycan Rock at Game UK and GameStop this month. So, if people don't know what that is, it is the little dog thing that they're trying to promote as like a Pikachu type of design for Sun and Moon. The little puppy, I like him. He's my friend. Well, it evolves into something called a Lycan Rock, and I think it's supposed to be that if you evolve him during the day, he turns into a day form. If you evolve him at night, he turns into a werewolf form.
Sounds a bit like Shadow the Hedgehog. No, not Unleashed. Was it Sonic Unleashed?
Sonic Unleashed, where he turned into the werehog.
The werehog.
No, that's just a sign of things going down for that game, and it was. Hopefully, these games that are coming out this year will bring some light back into Sonic. Hope. I really do hope. That's the thing. Bring us our 90s and 80s back.
Yes. Very true. Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a new enhancement to photo mode. And it sounds pretty cool. Apparently now you'll be able to, next week, there's a new patch.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to change Aloy's pose. And there's going to be more filters and a grid interface. And I've just seen some of the pictures. So you can make it, if I show this to the camera, you can make it, do little selfie poses like this one. Hang on.
Oh, is this a picture where she's laid in the grass?
Yeah.
I've seen that popping up. I didn't actually read the story.
Okay, I can see the picture sort of. But yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
So they've actually thought people really like our camera mode. We should continue with this.
Everyone's loving the photo mode and
it's great. I love just taking the kind of the visuals you get in that game is great. It's game of the year so far, I think, that game. Still.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually saying so far from first quarter of what games have been coming out, they all find it really tough to think what will be game of the year this year.
Notify is very close second, I have to say, but yeah.
That's the thing. I'm looking at thinking of some of the games that. Wow, that was a dramatic movie right into.
It was like because Ryan went.
What?
It was like, whoa.
No, it is very difficult. The thing is, we've had some brilliant games that have come out so far. We've had Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn. We've got Prey, which is coming out, which by the sounds of things is going to be doing really well as well. We've got Breath of the Wild on Switch. There's another game that's coming out, and that's not even looking at.
Two now. Get away.
The Mimics, get them Tattastic.
The Mimics, killer. Quick, before they turn into a mug.
Glue gun.
Well, yeah, and we already know some of the games which are already coming out. Well, we don't know most of the games that are coming out this year so far because most of them are still going to be announced at E3.
Yeah.
And
the one game I'm looking forward to is Micro Machines.
Oh God,
yes,
that comes out in June as well. Yeah, so that might be also game of the year for us.
I won't go that far.
Go that far, yeah.
Friday the 13th, that's out this month, the game of that. So
that's not going to be...
Yeah, that's not going to be game of the year. I'm going to say this now, mate.
Interesting. And Red Dead Redemption 2, which I'm hoping doesn't get delayed, but we know Rockstar's...
I'm hoping we'll get a delay so that we don't have to add that also into the list. But then again, they can say that because it's not even been given a bloody date at the moment.
Yeah, but no, it's a fantastic year for gaming. So many Sexy Brutal as well. There's
that's another good game which I played. That was brilliant. I love Sexy Brutal. That was one of the better games I've played so far.
I really want to play that one.
No, seriously, it is one of the better games that I've played in my one shot so far. Is that Sexy Brutal? I highly enjoyed that so much. So, yeah, it's just the story behind it. Really took me back with that one.
Little Nightmares as well. That's a fantastic game.
Exactly.
So many.
The thing is, looking not into the AAA games as well, we're looking into the indie games which have come out. The thing is, I feel at the same time this is the worst time for any indie game to come out because so many good AAA games have come out. Which, stop nodding, camera!
No, it's a teal agreement.
So it's annoying. Stop it, please. I know you agree with me, camera, but it's... No. Yeah, I feel like will just be interesting to see. And like I said, we're not even halfway through this year at the moment. So, Resident Evil 7 is another game that I would also put in that list as well.
Yes.
Seriously, Cameron, that is not that shocking.
No, that was a good game. Yes, I forgot about that one, but that was a nice little surprise.
Well, that's the thing. We're now looking at this. We've got games that are coming out in January that we completely forgot that they're coming out. And we've also got more games coming out. For example, my t-shirt, Injustice 2.
Oh, yeah, Injustice 2. Did you say that was next week? That's out.
I think it's next week, yeah. So,
Yes.
one more story before we move on to the other bits. Russian YouTuber is probably going to be facing up to 3.5 years in prison. Because he was playing Pokemon Go in a church.
Wow.
So
he was only trying to catch God a chew.
Thank you very much.
That guy's actually got how long in prison?
Basically what it is, the law in Russia is because people know Russia is very strict when it comes to their religious views, of course. And what it's basically a prosecutor is calling for the maximum sentence for a YouTuber after his video criticizing blasphemy law and playing Pokemon Go in a church. So people don't know what blasphemy law is basically
playing Pokemon Go in a church.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how far advanced the law is about there. We prophesize there's going to be this game which is going to take over the world in the summer of 2016, which involves pocket monsters.
Can you imagine that, though? He's there in a Russian prison, sat at the dining table.
What happened? I was catching a squirrel.
I killed 15 children yesterday. Why are you here? I caught the Pikachu in a Puyo. What the fuck?
Tough guy.
Oh, don't go near him. He catch the Pikachu.
So, let me continue with the story. So it sounds ludicrous, but Russian Sokolovsky uploaded a vlog last year in which he shows a news clip that explains that anyone caught playing Pokemon Go in church could be fined up to 500,000 rubles, or in extreme cases could be jailed for up to 3 years. Sokolovsky criticises these measures that are covered under the country's blasphemy bill. Actions offending believers' feelings form part of the bill as they're harmful for the whole society by creating conflict situations within it, said Irina... What is with Russian names today? It's a Russian article. A United Russian deputy and one of the bill's fucking hell. One of the bill's initiators. Thank you. So the law came into play in 2013 after Pussy Riot's anti-Putin protest concert. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, which was held in Moscow's Saviour Cathedral. The crime is punishable by jail time, and although the threat alone has acted as sufficient deterrent, it was applied for the first time in March last year, just a few months before Sokolovsky made his video. So after the intro, he heads into a church of All Saints in Yekaterinburg, which apparently is a Pokemon gym.
I was going to ask you if it's a Pokemon gym.
So he's not the first to play there, and he wraps up the video with a Jesus joke. Oh, that's where he went wrong.
Oh, well, that probably didn't help him.
Right, shortly after the video went up, state prosecutors accused Sokolovsky of inciting religious hatred, and he was arrested and sent to a pre-trial detention before eventually being released on bail and put under house arrest, according to Reuters. So
twist, there was Russian Jesus sat there on his Pokemon Go.
No, I'm not doing any voices because that's where things go wrong. But
Hey, you
like
cheeky Russian Jesus, you made a gym in your own church. Oh, it's cheeky, is that Russian Jesus?
now, the thing is basically this law, like I said, came in 2013. It was mainly because of the things we know what they say in Russia. We know what they're like with these kind of things. They can be really sensitive.
What though? If they're jailing people for that kind of stuff,
by the sounds of things,
it's pretty fun over there.
You meet all the YouTubers in Russia there.
It sounds like a place to be. They're just capturing all the cool people and putting them in.
By the sounds, I believe there's no reason to exempt the defendant from liability, the prosecutor told the court on Friday. The TASS news agency reported. So there is also no reason to sentence him to a fine. I request that the court sentence him to 3.5 years in penal colony. In a penal colony. I don't know what happens in those jails, but I thought they weren't into that kind of thing in Russia.
But that's why they're all in jail, because they are them type of people.
So the verdict will be passed on May the 11th. So that is it's the 3rd today. So that's next Thursday. So we won't have anything more information about that until not next week, but the week after, to find out what actually happens to this guy. But oh my God, I read that story. I thought, okay, someone's been arrested because of Pokemon. Not the first. I'm going to be honest.
It isn't actually. It's not the first, is it really?
Yeah.
But the other reasons have been that they've trespassed on places, not because they played in church.
Well, no, and also they stopped traffic in the middle of a motorway.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah. Pokemon Go is still affecting people to this day.
That's ridiculous. Why would...
So I feel sorry for them. Oh, let's catch Pokemon. That's why they do it.
Yeah, but they're getting something else on.
Focus.
We're waiting for you. Come on.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to move on to the UK charts. So here we go. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Nintendo Switch races to the top of the all formats chart this week to become Nintendo's first #1 since Pokemon White version on DS back in 2011. And the first Mario title to top since Mario Kart Wii back in 2008. Yeah, that's how long it's taken Nintendo to get a #1. 2011. That is 6 years.
Zelda was.
Yeah, what about Zelda?
I thought Zelda was #1 at one.
Zelda.
No, it wasn't, was it?
No, it wasn't. It came second.
Didn't even come in at #1 yet.
Oh, because Horizon.
Oh, Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon B. Was it Horizon?
Yeah.
No, it was Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon.
Oh, yeah, it was
that's
Ghost
how it
Recon Wildlands. Yeah, I remember now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, get that game.
It looks quite good. I watched Rick, who watches the podcast. Rick. He's got a PS4, and I watched him play it on a stream, and it looks quite. It'd be good in co-op. That'd be very good.
Well, it's
co-op.
made for co-op, isn't it?
You play single player.
All right, come on. Carry on.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
there are also new entries for Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 from CI Games, Koch at #2, and Little Nightmares from Bandai Namco at #4. So renewed stock for the Nintendo Switch hardware comes just in time, with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild also benefiting as it jumps from #10 to #5, its highest chart position since its second week of launch, that is. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands drops from top spot to #7. FIFA 17 almost drops out of the top 10 for the first time as it falls from #3 to #9. There are two more entries that make the top 40, with Outlast Trinity debuting at #14 and Puyo Tetris for Nintendo Switch new at #18. That is also available on the PS4, Puyo, and if you guys want to see what that is like, it is available as my one-shot for this week on youtube.com/CraveYourGames. So that means the top 5 is at #5, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. #4 is Little Nightmare. Grand Theft Auto 3 is #3. Wow, yeah, even Grand Theft Auto 3 has reached that point. Grand Theft Auto 5 is at #3, which is still there, for crying out loud. I already
Wow.
need to find.
It's a good game, but seriously, there's other stuff
Oh,
out
I mean,
now.
seriously, the thing is, the Bronze are brilliant games, but for a game that has lasted this long, at least in the top 40 itself, congratulations to them.
That's up to Rockstar for it.
That is
I was
Rockstar,
going to say, they actually pay attention to what people want.
Exactly, they bring more stuff out for the online by looks of things every week.
But, like, the online modes are pretty,
That's what
better.
people are buying it for now, is the online mode.
The thing is, people... Oh, go on.
New at number 2 is Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, which will be next week's one-shot as well. And new at number 1 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from Nintendo. So,
I'll just advise you for your one-shot.
Yeah?
Let it load before you play it.
Going to.
You're not going to don't put 5 minutes stream of a load.
I am going to this. I feel already by what people have told me, there is going to be a lot of editing. I might just do half an hour of loading screens.
And just call it Sniper Ghost Warrior 3.
No, I've got to do a decent. I've got to do a nice
all the
one because
game
there is a reason why this is in the top 5. People. That's the thing. When I first got it, I looked at it and thought, stream won't load. Why is the stream not loaded? The stream. Oh, keep trying it. It's still there. And the thing is, I've been. This is the first time I heard about Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 from you. And then I got offered saying, hey, do you want to, from PR Company, do you want to have a go of this? I thought, yeah, sure, I'll do a video for you. And then I looked around while I was going down into town, because I've been downtown a couple of times now. I noticed there is a lot of advertisement for this game. I'm thinking, this game is actually a lot bigger than I was expecting. I was thinking it's going to be one of those knockoffs of Sniper Elite. And looking around, I think, no, this is actually a game that is getting a lot of advertising. It's important then. This is going to be a fun one shot which I haven't filmed yet. But enjoy that next week. I'm just saying that now. So moving on to the game releases of this week. Please someone give me that old thing that I had last time. It is still not there. Where is my game release list? Boo. Whatever, we'll use VG 24/7 that we usually use. So, starting with Tuesday, May the 2nd, which is yesterday. Neo Dragon of the North DLC and PvP update is now available on the PlayStation 4. ACA Neo Geo Last Resort is available on the PS4. The Caligula effect on the Vita. Nog, which is spelt GNOG, is available on the PS4. Super Rude Bear Resurrection on the PS4 and Tumbleseed on the PC, PS4 and Switch. Games that came out today: The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. There's the full title on the PC.
Awesome.
Games coming out Thursday, May the 4th. Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series, comes out retail for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Which is going to be a season pass disc, which Telltale do themselves. We need to play that again, that episode, and we need to get it. I want that for the YouTube channel.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it later. Flat Out 4 Total Insanity comes out on the PS4, and Triple Breakout comes out. Why is there a game coming out for the Wii U?
I thought Zelda was the last one.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then games coming out on Friday, May the 5th. We have World to the West on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. AFL Evolution on the PS4. Dreamfall Chapters on the PS4 and Xbox One. And of course, the big game for this week, Prey comes out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So I think it's simple enough. Prey is the big game this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't feel like there's any reason to ask what do you guys think, because everyone already knows it's going to be Prey. Prey is the game this week. So, moving on. So, let's talk about the things that we've done this week so far. So, I've already said my one shot this week is Puyo Tetris. A lot more fun than I thought it was actually going to be. I actually enjoy that a lot. Of course, Tattastic, which video came out today, is his final part of Surgeon Simulator ER, which is the virtual reality one, where he is trying to get an A in kidney surgery. And of course, tomorrow, Thursday, is Ryan as he makes a friend in his little journey back to the CTG office. He's playing Outlast.
Okay.
All right.
Is it your naked friends?
No, the naked friends is not there. There's a couple of friends you are making though in that game. So
Naked friends.
he makes a ton of friends in there. All because he had to go and turn the power on so we could continue our work. But yeah, look forward to that. If people like Outlast, you're going to enjoy that. So all the videos, if you can catch those, you can catch those on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/CraveYourGames. Any videos you guys want to recommend yourselves apart from your own?
Ryan's Outlast in the basement.
Course, yeah, in the basement.
I was going to say Tattastic. I think it was the same as last week. It was Tattastic Surgeon Simulator, but it was actually pretty. I actually watched it this time around.
You watched it? Thanks. Paul, what about you?
Virtual reality simulator. It's good to compare it to your failed attempt.
I can't wait to put that one out. I don't remember half the stuff on there. I just know that I killed a lot of people.
Hit me.
And yeah, what about you, Paul? What do you
I
recommend?
would say is the one we did last night. Well, is that going to be loaded up? What's it called again?
Manuel Samuel.
Manuel Samuel.
That is probably going to come soon. I need Ryan to send it over if he can.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll send us the co-op version over.
Yeah,
that would be a good one to watch. That would be a good one. So yeah, I recommend that one when it goes on.
Yeah, the one I recommend this week myself is go and watch our WWE predictions. Me and Hanksy, we did WWE Payback this week, and the main event from that is a 6-person tag team match. Me, Hanksy, and someone else I don't want to spoil, versus Ryan, Doc, and Billy. The winners go and face Shimmy at Backlash for the CTG Championship in a Fatal 4-Way match. So I recommend go and watch that. If you're a fan of WWE or just fan of looking at what we would look like if we were WWE superstars, go and watch that. That's.
I know he played WWE.
I know the result of it, so yeah.
Yes, I think I definitely know the result because I was there. And we'll have more people coming soon. Who will be next?
Ryan's quoting RoboCop on his Snapchat.
Okay. Also, other things as well. So, starting with Tattastic, you can follow him on Twitter at Tattastic Gamer. Also, follow him on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tattastic Gamer, and tattasticgamer.com, where, of course, he's got his 6-month impression of the PlayStation VR, and he's also got Little Nightmare footage on there as well. On his YouTube channel.
I put another one live today.
Yes.
So there's the first 2 parts of it now.
Yeah, so also go to his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tattastic Gamer, where you can go and watch those as well. Ryan, you can find him at twitch.tv/IRN RYN. He's also on Beam. You both are on Beam. Beam.pro/Tattastic Gamer and IRN RYN.
On Snapchat now as well.
I'm not going to mention Snapchat because I am not that desperate.
Oh, it's okay.
But yeah, you can also follow him on Twitter at IRN RYN. He will now respond to you because he's got a phone that can use Twitter. Paul, of course, he is on. You're on Twitter, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yeah, twitter.com/weguy1121.
Wow, twitter.com.
Yeah.
at weguy.
weguy1121, and then Twitch as well, twitch.tv/weguy1121.
Oh yeah, might as well ask. You guys got any streams planned this week?
Me and you have.
Oh.
Yes, we're going to be doing some Portal 2 soon.
Saturday.
We need to finish that. So we'll expect to see
Saturday night it'll be.
It'll be Saturday night, yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm busy.
So Saturday night we're going to have that. What about anyone else? Have you got any streams planned yourselves?
Nothing specific. Probably just play it by ear. I haven't got anything planned as of yet. I still need to get late shift, so I think that might be over the weekend. If I get that over the weekend, I'll be streaming that late shift.
What about you, Tattastic?
I'll probably end up streaming something. Again, I don't know what. I've not got any
You got
games in my
anything?
head.
You got anything VR that you might want to stream?
I'll stream something VR.
Like the one that I've
Can Morty come out for it?
Oh, Static.
No, that's not on that. That's don't bring
Oh,
that
yeah,
up. That is
sure,
a
never
sore
mind.
subject.
So it's not on Xbox One either.
Yeah, Static. I want to see the puzzle game.
Yeah. I think we should try and get a game of Keep Talking Nobody Explodes going as well.
Yes, we
Yeah, we all
definitely
need to
get
do that.
Yes, we haven't played that in a while. But for me, of course, Twitter is at GDW2007 and at Crave Your Game. You can also follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, at twitch.tv/GDW2007, which now you can cheer me. I'm one of the affiliate program things now. Yay! I can get little bits. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I forgot as well. With it being on Beam now as well, I'm going to start streaming more Tomb Raider.
Oh,
With
Rise
the
of the Tomb
interactive features on that, it should work a hell of a lot better now.
Nice.
Raider. That Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you can follow me on twitch.tv/GDW2007. You can also follow the CTG Podcast, at twitch.tv/CTG Podcast. I'm on Beam, of course, beam.pro/Crave Your Game. We already mentioned the YouTube channel, and of course, we're on Facebook, facebook.com/Crave Your Game. And the other bits and pieces, if you want to listen to the audio version of the podcast, you can find that at craveyourgame.wordpress.com. And if you're 18 and over and you want to join a very friendly gaming community, you can do so by going to cravethegame.proboards.com. And for things that I'm doing this week, of course, I mentioned it, one shot, I'm going to be doing Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. We've got Portal 2 coming out as well. I'm going to be doing the demo of Prey as well. And just keep an eye out. All I say is go on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. We usually tell you guys when we're going to be doing that kind of stuff, but it's usually around about 8-9 o'clock UK time. But we do try and keep you guys informed as soon as possible. So, I think that's it, guys. CTG Podcast episode 142 is over.
Oh, we're pretty much on the ball today. A minute over.
A minute over. Wow, shoot. We did good. No, we don't actually thinking of it. We've done quite well. We didn't start until about 5 past. Yeah, so we've done quite well. Thank you, guys, for joining us.
Mentioned quite a lot in as well.
Yeah, we did. We're a very informative podcast this week, which is good because, to be honest, that's new for us. So, guys, thank you for joining us for the CTG Podcast. We will be back next week for episode 143. Who will be there? We don't know. I'll give you a clue. Doth Cat will not be there.
Is that a clue?
I'll give you a clue.
I'll give a clue.
Bye.
Fuck you, Doth Cat. But yes, happy Star Wars Day for tomorrow. May the 4th be with you. All that crap. Which is weird for me to say that since I am not a Star Wars fan. But still, I know the holidays. It's an actual holiday in Jedi religion.
It's now, yeah.
Oh, sweet. I might think about that. But then again, will I not be able to use the other holidays? I do like my Christmas.
You can't have Jesus Zombie Day and get Easter eggs.
No! That's the awesome day with the chocolate. Now I'm going to go and think of my plans. Until next time, thank you and goodbye, everybody.
Adios. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hashtag douche nuggets.
Well,
Nuggets.